Lucy here. Today I'm going to show you how to backwash a diatomaceous earth filter and also to clean it, okay? It's not that difficult. I've seen some videos and they have you taking all of the grids apart and all that. You don't really have to do that. So the first thing you want to do is make sure when you're backwashing, using your backwash valve, make sure your system is off, okay? So, like for instance, that would be on. Prime, you shut it off, and then you take your handle, push it down, and push it to the backwash. Then you turn your system on. Now what I do is when it's in backwash, it goes to waste and it's going to go out here. I also open the drain in the back. So now, okay, so first of all, you don't have to open up the drain in the back, but usually when first of all, you know, everything I have to do is has to be a little faster. So you can normally just backwash it if you want, but what we're going to do also is take the filter apart, and that's just the fastest way to get most of the DE off. So I'm going to take the lid off. Okay, so how this works is, this is obviously the grids are called, and this is like the spacer. Now, how to check if these are bad? Like a lot of times, you'll get when you put the DE back in, you'll see the powder coming back into your pool. Most of the time, it's because up here where the connection is, where it goes in, it's broken. Okay. So when that happens, then you have to take the whole thing apart. We're not going to do that now because we don't have to. And also, a lot of times these manifolds underneath here will be cracked. So you always want to inspect those. All right. But right now we're just going to take this whole thing out. It says lift here. That's kind of a pain. Okay. Okay, and so now I'm just going to rinse it off. You don't have to take it apart. There's enough space in between, so you just rinse it. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now, and then put it back together and tell you the rest of the stuff of how much DE to put in. I'll be right back. Want. So this doesn't smash in your face. Notice how I'm using this kind of nozzle, and so you shut it off, and then you go into the next one. Shut it. Go into the next. Okay, that way you don't get this splashed all over your face. I want to, but sometimes you do. One of the things that's really important to know about a DE filter. When put it in backwash. You should never vacuum the pool when it's in backwash. You think, oh, that's clever because you're getting rid of the dirty water. Now, the best thing to do is to vacuum it under normal, filtration, and then backwash the DE off. And if you have to do it again, just keep doing that, because what happens is that valve, when you turn that valve, it changes the flow of the water, and instead of the water coming into the tank from the outside, pushing in against the outside and going through the manifold and going out with clean water, it changes, reverses the flow, and now it's being pushed from the inside, and it pushes the earth out, okay? And then it's supposed to go into the sewer. So think about this. If it's going on the inside and it's pulling from the pool, going on the inside and pushing the DE out, anything that you vacuum up at that time, let's say it's pretty nasty and you're vacuuming, all that dirt now is going to be trapped on the inside of your grids, okay? So I see that happen quite a lot. I go, to help people with their grid problems, and notice that there's a lot of junk and debris, and it's because they think they're taking a shortcut by vacuuming it while it's in backwash mode. Either put it in waste and vacuum it, or just vacuum it with the filter running. When it gets clogged up, then just backwash that earth out, and then put more earth back in, because you have to do that, and then start all over, okay? So that's kind of important. All right. Okay, so just in case you have kind of made that mistake already and you vacuum the pool in backwash, I don't want you to berate yourself or think there's nothing you can do about it. So what I do is I tip this thing over, right, rinse it off, and then from here, this manifold, you want to pour the dirty water. Sorry, you won't be able to see it, sorry, but you pour the dirty water that's going to be stuck in there. You want to pour it out, okay? So that's all. That's what you do. So don't get down on yourself if that's what you had done. And it was a good idea. It's just that you just don't do that, because you'll ruin your grid. So anyway, I'm going to finish up and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so when you're putting it back together, you want to check this O-ring here, rinse it off, and then I like to just rinse the bottom in here. Might get that gunk coming out. This is why I don't use these things very often. All right, so I'm going to slide that in, make sure it's all the way down, and then we're going to put our lid on, and then I'll show you how to start it up and put the right amount of powder in, okay? Okay, so sorry about that background noise, can't do anything about the leaf blowers. Anyway, what I do is, the system's back together. With the drain open, I just turn the system on. Let it flush out a little bit. Tighten it up. Now again, the humidity is like 48 here in Las Vegas today, so excuse me for glistening. You don't have to take the back off. I just, like I said, I do it just to get as much earth off as I can in the shortest amount of time. It does leave a mess, so it's up to you, but diatomaceous earth actually is sold as a bug repellent. So it's not a bad idea, you know, to have a little bit around your filter, and keeps the ants and roaches away. There you go, another tip for the day. We shall put this on, and then I'm going to go over to the skimmer and explain how much DE to put in your filters, okay? Be back. Okay, now here's the thing. Number one, make sure that your backwash valve is back in the filter position. Number two, open up your skimmer so that it's completely open, so that you have a nice pull right here. All right. And number three, how you calculate how much DE you need. The rule of thumb is for every 10-foot filter area, you need 1.5 pounds of DE. So let's say, for instance, it's like that's a 48, so let's round it to 50 because math isn't my forte. So let's go 50. So you already know that you need 5 pounds, okay? So then we put 50 in half, 5 in half, which is 2.5. So then you're gonna have another, so that's 7.5 altogether. So you're gonna have 5 and then the 2.5, so it's 7.5 pounds of DE. So what I do, this is a 10-pound bag, and you know, again, it's not rocket science. You don't have to be exactly perfect, but if we want to get about you know, 7 to 8 pounds of DE in there, so basically I'm going to use almost the entire package. So what you want to do is just very gently pour a little bit and mix it around, making a little bit of a slurry. Now, sometimes they say to put it in a pail, put it in a bucket, and do that, but you know, what's the point? Try not to get it in your eyeballs. Okay, and then one of the things you want to do is you want to look at one of the jets in your pool, the return lines, and make sure that no milky substance is coming out, because that would be the DE. Okay, so I'm going to finish putting this in, and that's about it. Hope you guys learned something, and you know, try to make your lives easier, and we'll see you next time. Bye.